What is up, guys? Greg here from Spartans Legacy with another war recap. I brought four people back this time. I've got Grizz. Say what's up.
Hey, what's up?
I've got Hex back, or Hexazine. Say what's up.
What's up?
Then I have LDP returning as well.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And then we brought on Angela, another leader in the Spartan Nation. She wanted to come on, say hi, kind of hang out with us, just throw a couple comments
Hey,
in.
what's up? What's up?
So as you see, we warred against Midwinters, score of 85-78. We beat them by 6 3-star attacks. What do you guys think about the war?
I thought it was. Go ahead, Chris.
I mean, it was a fun one. I don't even know what to say.
It was a fun war.
We kind of
Go ahead.
had command of the war pretty much from the very beginning. We got off to a pretty quick start and got their 11s doubled pretty quick, and didn't really have too many problems with the 9s, and so we kind of just. I guess I'd describe it as we kind of just cruised this war. Had a pretty solid war overall.
So
I mean, the one trouble we had were we were really jammed up with Town Hall 10 hits. But aside from that, it went pretty smoothly for us. We cleared the 11s in like the first 2 hours or so.
Yeah, we used
whereas they
6 hits.
were like the last 2 hours.
Yeah, they definitely struggled on our 11s. I think it was like 11 attacks, something along that lines. I don't know if I've counted them.
And then,
That's
right
happened a lot with us.
Then they missed Peel.
They missed Peel?
Yeah, shout out to the Town Hall 11 builders.
Okay, yeah.
They never got 2 on field.
Wow. All right, so we're going to start off this week with Raid by Grizz. He's been on fire about every week since CWL started. So whenever you're ready, Grizz, take us through your raid.
Okay, let me pull it up. I was waiting on that Wero raid.
Oh, yeah. I apologize. I'm going out of order. We will skip to that one next.
It's all good. Just have to find it. Alright. Alright, before we start, this raid was done by Hexazine. He's going to do his own raid in a little while. I just came in and cleaned up a 98% raid. It was pretty simple. Just I dropped a dragon from what he had and added a few wall breakers and some other things, which I'll mention. So you can go ahead and hit play.
All right.
So start off with the queen walk. Drop the queen. Drop the wizard to funnel the queen to go counterclockwise. Then I dropped some wizards. I dropped some archers. As you can see, at about 2 o'clock, I put the archers inside of the range of the archer tower, and I will continuously do this with all my troops. So drop the hog.
It worked when I did it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I didn't check the range beforehand. It was my fault. So lure the CC, drop the rage, drop a poison. One of the things that messed up Hex was he didn't have anything to kill the last pup. So one pup just stayed alive and picked off a few of his healers. So, but you can see I dropped the baby dragon right there. That was actually Hex's idea of the voice chat to fix my funnel, because the archers were supposed to funnel right here. As you can see, I'm about to wall break in.
Sweet.
Yep, wall break in, drop the king at 6 to start that funnel, and there's 2 Sams right there on the expo, so drop a haste and a loon. Sams come down, drop 3 more loons to kill the expo, and it's cruising pretty good right here. The other thing that messed up the previous raid, these wall breakers were dropped a little bit late, so the queen walked into the inferno range and died.
So you said this. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, long story short, I dropped my last spell here pretty soon and just crushed through the rest of the space. So
just so everyone. Go ahead, Gris.
will say one thing that almost threw me off was I was supposed to have the baby dragon to take out that troll Tesla. So, but we thought it was better to not fuck up my raid or my original funnel and have my queen drop the wrong way. So
Did you have like Hex on voice when you were attacking, or?
yeah, we were on voice just like
Yeah, a
this.
couple people.
I had asked Hex to spot me, so he was the one that kept jumping in and having my back.
So how long does a raid like this take to plan?
What do you mean?
How long did you guys plan this out? I don't know if everyone else knows how long we plan these raids out.
Well, like last night, I wanted to. We're doing this new thing where we're taking demos more seriously. So, I was looking through all the bases, and this was like the first demo I came up with, and it pretty much ended up doing the raid exactly how the demo went. So, luckily, the demo gave me a good indicator on what would go down, which let me get 98%, and then Grizz came in. It didn't take a ton of planning.
Oh, well,
AC
probably-
demo this, right?
It probably took me longer to plan it than he did because he planned it and then did it, and then it ended up being quite a complex queen walk with a lot of different things that happened. You know,
Yeah.
My queen almost died a couple times.
it took a lot longer to memorize it than probably the beginner.
That second grouping of wall breakers coming in was really smart to keep Queen out of that Inferno tower ring.
Yeah, like when we were planning that earlier, we didn't really stress that too much. We were like, all right, I'll keep like 3 wall breakers to break there if I think of it. If not, the Queen will probably beat a wall, get to the Inferno eventually. But it turned out that she was in the Inferno range while she beat the wall, so it wasn't really very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is one of those raids that shows how effective serious demos can be.
Definitely.
And teamwork too. Like, Hex worked with me and told me what he thought I should fix, and then a few other people did as well, and we fixed out some good tweaks, you know?
Yeah.
all right, well, moving right along. I did go out of order like I mentioned before. I apologize about that. But I'm going to ask LDP to take us through Wero's raid on 9, and he had an absolute sexy raid. I can't even describe it. So whenever you're ready, LDP, you take us through it.
All right, so we got Wero on 9 here, and this was, of course, towards the end of the war. I think this was actually one of the last 2 attacks, 2 or 3. And what was funny is Wero and Peel went in at literally the exact same time. So we had 30 people watching these 2 attacks, and both of them just crushed it. It was an awesome raid. Go ahead and hit play.
Okay.
All right, so you can see, I think this is a quad Lalo. He's going to use his heroes to grab an AD and the exposed Archer Queen, and then just Lalo the rest. So he starts with some funnel archers, really efficient, some minions, and then heroes down. Just looking to get that AD and the heroes, and after that, he can just crush the base with the OP new meta Lalo. And what's really interesting about this is you can see down that he has a clone spell, which you don't usually see that too often, although it's becoming a little bit more prevalent in 11v11 attacks and things like that. And so with Hound CC, Lalo, the rest of the base should be no problem. He starts off the Hounds here and the Loons. And with his clone spell, he's going to make sure that there's enough Loons over the top of this Inferno Tower. So just in case only a few Loons path towards this Inferno Tower, you can drop that clone spell right on top of it, and you guaranteed to have 7 Loons right on top of that Inferno Tower.
Sweet.
Really good way. A really good way to make sure that first Inferno Tower goes down and the pathing is exactly how you want it. And you can see that he just has 50 Loons as the base is just getting crushed.
Holy.
Jesus.
Wow.
Dude, I regret not like trying this with a Tunnel 10. I bet it would have worked. Why didn't we think of this, man? Look at all the loons.
Yeah, look at all the
We're not
loons.
as zero.
You can get 30 troop space, I think, at Town Hall 10 with a clone spell. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I think you can get 30 troop space out of a clone spell.
Look at all those minions he
Is it
saved,
30
too.
or 35?
Holy cow.
35 is Town Hall 11. I know that because you can get a hound and a loon.
And 2 hounds that didn't pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 2 hounds that
It
didn't
definitely would
pop
have worked for a 10.
Oh my god.
I don't know how we didn't see this.
because he literally has like 100 troop space up.
Yeah.
It was a decent pack.
Yeah.
We didn't see it because of what Hex was talking about. We really bottlenecked our 10s at the end of war and didn't give ourselves the opportunity to replicate a lot of our raids.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get
but
that
we
fixed.
didn't even.
That was
yeah.
sexy.
All right. So, moving right along. I'm sorry. I know I'm trying to keep you guys moving. Don't want it to be another 35-minute video for everybody because I get complaints about it. So, Hex, why don't you take us through your raid on 13?
Sure. I'm hitting play right now.
Okay.
So, again, same as last time I was on. Look at the time. It started near 3 minutes. So, yeah, it was close on time. Anyway, so the first hit on this, well, not the first hit, but the first hit that was this same attempt was done by Tony, and he got pretty close. And what he did was he took bowlers in the CC, and I just instead took 3 Valks of my own, and it turned out to get actually a little more than he did because of one other adjustment that I made that I'll just describe later. So my queen started walking at this point. I was kind of worried, but I just was on autopilot, so I didn't really adjust anything. Yep, kill squad's going in.
Ooh.
Hitting up that hound. So this is one change I made. So notice that I send the hound in before I press the queen ability, so that expo at around 9 targets the hound instead of the queen, and it makes my queen stay up a lot longer. And just watch the queen, and you'll see like how much she gets on like no health.
Yeah, she literally is at 0.
They're tanking
I'm
for.
going 2 hounds for 3 air defenses, which is not very typical, but it kind of worked because they're directly targetable. Also, the spells are kind of weird for a while, though. Like 3 haste and 2 heals isn't very normal, but it ended up working out. And then here's another change I made, like targeting that air defense at the end.
Huh?
With the haste. Yeah, because last raid it like the air defense, the loons weren't quick enough and it just picked them all off. And yeah, it gets really close at the end. There's like 2 loons left up with a little sliver of health. And they get
we're
a
just
nice yeah, at this point I was like, I knew it'd be close on time, so what I usually have been doing lately is I just walk away from my iPad and come back to it later.
He goes and makes a sandwich, probably. Like, I got this. Done.
Yeah, I go wash some dishes, come back.
It still counts.
Anyway, yeah, it ended up working out just barely. So I was really grateful for this raid because of my last 98%. I really wanted to avenge myself.
Yeah, you were 2% away from a 6-pack this war. Which
Hex is really picking up, though. He's been getting a triple of war every war for the last 4 or 5 wars, it seems like.
Since the update, right?
Yeah, I think it's 5, right?
Something like that.
Yeah,
He's
I believe it's
catching
5.
up.
I think I have like 6 now, yeah.
All right. So now, go ahead, Hex. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay. All right, so now the fun part of the video. Grizz, take us through this part.
All right, check it out. We get to do the Spartan of the week, and as always, I get the pleasure of introducing it. So this week it's Swaramus. For having a six-pack and also defending a dip from a Town Hall 11 on a base he designed himself.
Did he actually design that base? I didn't even notice that he designed that.
Swee's in the base building team. It's about 2 or 3 bases of war, I think.
All right, so now if you guys want to head over to base 16, this is his first triple, and it was a fresh one, right?
Yeah, and this is actually kind of funny because, like Hexazine said, we tried out something new this war with our scouts and our demos, and we did a bunch of sketches of demos we wanted done before we went to bed. So we got sketches done on about 8 or 9 bases, and they were all demoed the way we wanted them to. And we wake up, and the only base that's been tripled is the only base that we left fresh and didn't get demoed. And the other funny thing about this is we didn't think that the Queen would path the right way when he did this raid. And if you watch it, let's go ahead and hit play.
Okay.
He ends up, his Queen does not path good at all, but he has a very nice recovery. So he drops a couple of golems and he drops his baby dragon to funnel. The baby dragon goes down fast. The first bowler goes down fast. It's already not going well, right?
Yeah.
And he gets jump spell down, and luckily everything goes in except for his Queen, I think. But for some reason, his Queen just takes off to the right over there. And, I mean, we all watched this after we woke up, so we didn't have the pleasure of getting freaked out. We just woke up and saw a triple. But he gets enough stuff in there that he destroys enough of the core. That was the original plan, was to have everything. This Laloon pathing that he does was the original plan. So he got in enough and destroyed enough of the core that he was able to just path right around this base, as you're about to see. And again, one of the things we've been practicing and getting pretty good at is leading our Queen with our Lalo so that she stays alive with a sliver of health a lot.
Yeah, it really helps on cleanup.
Yep. And at this point, you can't tell that he messed up, you know?
Yeah, it looked all like part of the plan.
Yeah, his Lalo drops are very well done. That freezes a little bit early. No.
Well, I just like the heads up by him to realize his hounds were all gone and he could freeze the Inferno Tower and the air defense at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
that was perfect.
And that haste right there, of course, to get the over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was a real sweet raid. And I mean, when your Queen walks like that, most people are going to give up. They're going to start cursing and be pissed off and maybe spam the rest of their troops. But he just kind of went with it.
When your Queen walks and then stays alive the entire raid and becomes your cleanup, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's like stars aligning for you, pretty much.
Oh my gosh! Look, he's got the CC is still alive. Oh my gosh!
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow! Thank heavens for that. Minions.
So.
Was it close on time?
It was like a 2-minute 34 seconds, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it wasn't like it wasn't one of those clenchers that you get like where you might break your phone or your iPad. So, all right, and then we're moving right along to his second raid, which completed the 6-pack. And who did this raid before him? Like the basic breakdown for it that he tweaked.
What, 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that Dylan?
Dylan's raid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan's, I'm not sure who came up with the demo idea. It might have been Hex, but Dylan's the one that
No, it was actually Dylan who made like the
came up
whole
with everything. Cool.
plan. Yeah.
His he just misses. He doesn't wait, as you'll see in the raid. Well, sorry, you won't see Dylan's raid, but when you see this raid, Dylan dropped his jump spell in the beginning, and then his golems and troops path around the opposite way. So that was the main tweak, and he just destroys it. So
Dylan got 90% off.
yeah, Dylan had a good raid with most of his stuff not going right. Are you doing this one, Greg?
Sure, I'll take it. All right, I'm hitting play now, guys.
All right.
So he drops the bowlers down to get the mortars taken care of. Pretty good eye to see that they can be taken out. That's actually pretty common now in base building. I know we have to start looking out for it. But basically creating a funnel, golem down to tank that archer tower so he can wall break into there. Hog deployed just to take care of the double giant bomb, which can crush bowlers. We saw that on the demo, right? The bowlers like vaporized, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So then he waits for
That
his.
hog was really cool.
Yeah, the hog was really cool that it tripped both. I know some of the concern was that it wouldn't trip both; it would only trip one. But he drops the jump perfectly. The other part he tweaked on this raid was up at about 10 and 11. He funneled more because Dylan did not funnel over there. That's why all his troops walked out. But but basically what it is kill squad in the middle to get the 3 air defenses, and then loons with haste to get the 4th one. And then it's just baby dragons collapsing on the rest of the base. Basically what Grizz does, I know Dylan had a lot of practice with it, but baby dragons, if you can get all the air defenses, it's just OP, right, Grizz?
Oh, hell yeah. And that's one thing. He changed a little thing and added some extra baby dragons, I think, because Dylan took a howl in front of the loons that he dropped at the bottom, and all Ceramus did was drop a haste with some loons, no howl. Some more space.
Yeah, and he had like a minion for... I'm sorry?
Sorry, I was just saying we're still getting a little bit acclimated to the new loons and how powerful they are, that you can just send in 5 and they can go defense to air defense and take it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're even
Where
getting...
in the past that would never work.
We're even...
yeah.
Baby dragons has left.
Yeah. And we even found out today that dragons can go through an air defense pretty easily.
Oh,
Right, Hex? The big, like regular dragons?
Yeah.
He was friendly
Dude, that's
challenging
what
and figured
I
that.
Oh.
Well, Hex did that FC raid when we were practicing, where he sent all of his dragons for 280s. And
Right.
All right, guys. So that finishes up my raids. Does anyone else have anything they want to show in any raids, anything like that? Talk about anything? Any other
Not
raids that
necessarily.
anyone...
I just think it's worth always shouting out the 9s and the 10 to 11 hitters who get their work done early and let these 10s show off these hits.
Yeah, I think
Without them, we'd be without all these 10v10 hits, and we'd be having to dip and having to use extra 10v11 hits. And when they get their job done early and efficiently, and then they can demo raids, that really helps.
And they were done like 4 hours into war, weren't they? All 11s and 9s practically.
11s were like 2 hours, actually. Or no, 2.5 or something like that. Because I got the last one at the end of my undercover.
11s are really quick.
Yeah, and 9s 4.5 hours with, I think, just 1 left to clean up.
Yeah, we devoted the last 4 9s to scouting instead of using them to take the last 9. We just dipped it, right?
Yeah. They ended up giving us like 8 or 9 demos total. So.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right, so final thoughts on the war. What do you guys think of the war? Are you excited for this next week against 100% adults? What are your thoughts?
Y'all are going to crush them.
Yeah, it should be good. Last week, we're headed towards the playoffs. Just got to finish off this last week. It's in our own hands. So if we win, we're in the playoffs. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we moved into the division leader spot last week and playing Connemore Bay beat North Remember. So it's like he said, it's completely in our hands. We win out, we make the playoffs.
Yep.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Hex, you have anything to say, man? Besides hell yeah?
Nope.
No, nothing? Ange, what did you think of the recap?
I like this war because it was just fun watching the. We just got like a couple members from Midwinters, so it was fun watching them comment about, each player.
Friendly banter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made it fun.
Okay. Angela, this is your first recap. What did you think?
It was pretty cool. It was nice being here and talking to you guys and asking questions. Picking your brains a little bit. So that helps.
Well, other clans have messaged me to figure out how we do this, and I've decided I'm not going to divulge my secrets. Just so everyone knows. Anyone's watching this, I will not tell you. Yeah. If somebody wants to join me on this from another clan, more than welcome, but I will not tell you how to do it.
It's very complicated and highly technical.
Yeah. Not really at all, but that's whatever. All right, Grizz. Well, any final comments? And if not, go ahead and close this out.
This is Sparta, bitches. Now fuck off.